When he wakes, Koji finds himself lying on something dry and soft. Bed is a bed, he thinks to himself, even one that's small, smells of mold and dust, and especially after sleeping in the cold mud all night. There are no lights hanging from the ceiling, but the soft, warm light of a lamp fills the room. Simple furnishing, non-existent decor, Koji realizes that he's in Ogai's cabin, in the bedroom that he searched before Fuminori pushed him into the well. You're awake. Ryoko is sitting in a chair against the wall, her expression blank as she studies the pile of documents on the table in front of her. She must have brought them from the Ogai's underground lab. How did I get here? Koji can't imagine that a woman, even a woman like Ryoko, could have climbed out of a well with him on her back. There was a door behind one of the bookshelves down there. Ryoko might have taken care not to let out the explanation interfere with her reading or eating. When I finally got it open, it led to the boiler room underneath the cabin. Huh. The other side was hidden with a thin layer of motor. How long have I been asleep? About half a day. I envy your ability to recover so quickly. It's a privilege of youth, so enjoy it while it lasts. Damn. Koji looks at his watch and sees that it's 4 in the morning, which means that it was already early evening when Ryoko rescued him. He can't believe that he survived in that well for almost 2 days. Now that the gaps in his mind have been filled, and his sense of time has returned, he realizes that it's already Sunday morning. Ryoko's right. A lot of time has passed since he spoke to Yo on the phone. Tono, Ryoko calls just before Koji steps out of the door. You almost got killed once already. Don't let it happen again. She picks up something up from the table and tosses it to Koji. When Koji catches it, he feels a solid weight fill in his hand. This is... Koji stares at the menacing shape of the cold metal. It's a revolver, the same one that was clenched in Dr. Ogai's skeletal fist. It has 4 more shots. There's a narrow safety, so just pull the trigger to fire. How you use it is up to you. If Koji were his usual cautious self, he would have not hesitated to reject the dangerous offering. The only time you truly need a gun is when all hope is lost. He preferred not to fight a losing war. And yet, without even knowing it, Koji has already set foot into Ryoko's world. Choosing instincts over reason, he accepts the small but deadly weapon and stuffs it into his pocket. There is no question that Koji intends to save Yo and bring Fuminori to answer for his crimes. In the back of his mind, however, he can hear the footsteps of ruin approaching. Ooh. Okay. I'm a little upset that Dr. Ogai is dead, guys, because he was the only one that could actually give us any clue as to what Seiya is, and it's really curious on the fact that why he killed himself. I wonder why he killed himself. Like, why would he leave Seiya behind like that? That's so weird. So I really don't understand it. Obviously something happened to him, and I'm curious to know what it was. I don't know if we'll ever find out what it was, but you know, we might. So either way, let's see what Koji's gonna do though. When he steps out of the cabin's front door, Koji shivers as the wind tears into his skin. To his surprise, the outside air is even colder than the mud at the bottom of the well. Perhaps the cramped space mitigated the cold somewhat. If he had been exposed to this chill all night long, he would surely have frozen to death. Koji finds 2 cars parked in the yard. The smaller car next to him must be Ryoko's. Ooh. What? As he calls up Fuminori's number and prepares to hit send, Koji is overcome by a flood of emotion. Rage, despair, sorrow, pity. He is unable to decide what to feel toward his friend. Why is he trying to call him? However, there is no time to dwell on the past. Every second lost diminishes the chance of saving Omi and Yo. Koji refuses to consider that it may already be too late. It already is too late, buddy. Freaking Omi's in a fridge and Yo is a monster. He steels himself and presses the button, then holds the phone to his ear as it rings. The shrill sound seems to go on for longer than it ever has in his life. Right now, Fuminori's phone must be displaying the name on the cell caller. Koji wonders what his reaction will be when he sees it. Oh, why is he calling Fuminori? The call goes through. In the silence on the other end of the phone, Koji senses surprise, apprehension, and dark fury. Feeling slightly gratified, Koji delivers the first jab. What? Weren't expecting a call from a dead man? I'm surprised. How did you manage it? As Koji is about to answer, an idea suddenly comes to him. There was a secret passage in the well, Koji says, a plan forming rapidly in his mind. It led to a hidden underground lab. He pauses to let that sink in. Then, with satisfaction, feeling his voice, he says, I met Ogai Moshohiko. Fuminori's gasp tells Koji that the advantage is his. Keeping his voice bold, he decides to further exaggerate the truth. I know it all. Everything about Seiya. You're finished, Fuminori. I've got all the proof I need to blow this thing wide open. You won't see it coming. You son of a bitch. It's obvious from Fuminori's tone that rage has overwhelmed his reason. Koji's bluff is working perfectly. His victory is tainted, however, as Fuminori's response on the name Seiya brings a cry of anguish from the corner of his heart and still wants to believe his friend can be saved. If Sakisuka is involved with whatever Seiya is, Ryoko's words play back in his head, sounding even colder than before. Then he's already past the point of no return. He mustn't allow emotion to sway him. Where are Omi and Yo? Koji suddenly switches topics, trying to keep Fuminori off balance. It all comes down to this. Depending on your answer, I might be willing to cut you a deal. If you swear not to cause any more harm, I'll forget about what you did to me, and forget what I found at the cabin. I don't want anything more to do with you and Seiya anyway. All I want is for Omi and Yo to be safe. Omi and Yo? Fuminori's voice trails off. He obviously is trying to decide how far Koji can be trusted, and whether there's room for negotiation. Fuminori has been called out, and now it's time for him to show his hand. I honestly don't know anything about Omi. She never came by my house. Yo, on the other hand. Fuminori pauses, then gives a knowing chuckle that sends chills up Koji's spine. Well, I wonder if she'll really want to leave. She's with you, isn't she? Koji is relieved to learn Yo's location and that she is at least still alive. Yeah, she's alive, buddy, but she's not herself. At the same time, however, he remembers that horrifying phone call. It is clear now that Fuminori played some part in Yo's suffering. Had she already fallen into his trap plan, his trap back then? What has happened to her? How is she being treated? Poorly, very, very bad, very, very bad. Her wish has finally come true, Fuminori says with venomous sarcasm. She's my property now. I guess you and Omi got what you wanted after all. Eesh. Koji feels despair settle over his soul. How much lower will this man go? Must Fuminori seek out and destroy every memory of the friendship that they once shared? Let Tsukuba go. When I'm sure she's safe, I'll destroy everything I have on you and Seiya. How can I trust you? First, I want you to... I'm not giving you a choice here, Fuminori. Koji instinctively realizes that it's dangerous to push his bluff any further. I'll call again later. You have until then to make up your mind. He hangs up without waiting for a response. Fuminori doesn't know that Koji is still at the cabin in Chochigai. Right now, he's probably worrying about whether Koji will show up in 1 hour or 1 minute. Koji hopes that he'll be able to take advantage of Fuminori's confusion. 3 hours. That's how long it will take to race all the way back to Tokyo. Oh no, this is the final moments. Showdown, here we go. I stare at the silent phone in my hand. There is anger, of course, but something cold and heavy holds my emotions in check. The sense of danger. To be honest, I'm surprised at how calm I am. Master? Yo looks up at me apprehensively, her head between my thighs. She was attending to me throughout the call. What the what? She can speak now? That's horrible. The remaining fragments of her memory seem to have joined together, as she has regained some degree of speech. Upon realizing this last night, Seiya began to teach her language once more. I assume she finds our pet's efforts amusing. Don't be mad. Yo will try harder. Oh shit. The pleasure from her ministrations threatens to impede my thoughts. And besides, my arousal has already vanished. Okay. At first I considered making her stop. When I gazed into her puppy dog eyes, however, I began to think differently. Thanks to Seiya, I have a family once again. For the first time, I am becoming aware of the responsibility that places on me. I am now the head of a new Sakisuka household, as well as its only male member. It's my duty to protect, comfort, and ensure the happiness of the women living under my roof. Okay. With that in mind, I know that I mustn't show fear or confusion. That would only cause them distress. Continue. Yes, Master. Okay. I entrust myself to Yo's eager touch, basking in the pleasure with one part of my mind while contemplating our current predicament with the other. It is clear that I made a grave error when I failed to finish Koji off 2 days ago. Right now, I need to set my frustration and anger aside and deal with this problem logically. It's time to leave. I have no way of knowing when Koji escaped from the well, or how much he has learned, or how many people he has contacted since then. Now that it is impossible to know how far the problem has spread, merely disposing of Koji won't guarantee our safety. When the enemy has poisoned your water supply, you can't take the risk that even one drop might remain. Your only choice is to stop drinking the water. For Minori? Who are you talking to? Seiya returns from the kitchen, where she'd gone in search for a midnight snack. She's munching on her favorite spare ribs. Okay. Purging myself to unease and impatience, I respond with a casual shrug. It looks like we have a little problem. That bastard Koji is still alive. Oh dear. By breaking the news suddenly, and without any trace of anxiety, I am able to avoid frightening Seiya. Instead, she is merely surprised. I knew that remaining calm would work. Moreover, I'm currently being pleasured by Yo. It would be hard for anyone to get too serious under these circumstances. Okay. Seiya, it might be best if we leave this house. Seiya lowers her eyes and strokes her chin thoughtfully. This was bound to happen sooner or later. Even without Koji, it's only a matter of time before someone reports the Suzumi family missing. Yeah, Seiya nods. I can tell that she's reluctant to leave, but at least there is no sadness in her expression. Everything will be fine. I will protect my life with Seiya just as I have up until now. I have that power. Knowing that we've overcome one problem fills me with new confidence. Now then, we'd better get ready. Okay. We can travel light and take the Suzumi family car. I'd better withdraw everything that's left in my bank account and carry it as cash. I also need a weapon, something more reliable than a butcher's knife. Koji will most likely follow. He thinks that Yo can still be saved. However, I'm not abandoning this house just to run away. As long as Koji knows our location, we're stuck on the defensive. Leaving gives me the chance to regain the initiative and deal with him at a place of my choosing. The next time we meet, I'll kill him with my own 2 hands. I'll make sure to wring every last drop of life from out of his body. A shiver runs through me as I anticipate the battle ahead. My bloodlust burns with orgasmic fire. Oh my god, here comes the showdown, man.
Yo, I ain't here for the money,